way. I've had a headache all day. I went to a sweat lodge ceremony. Oh, that was good. That was a really good ceremony. Like, it was just so nice to sweat there with Damon and Arlene and Elijah and Turtle Woman and Nipican and Helen and Albert. That was a good sweat. 26 grandfathers. Holy cow, that first round was hot. It was just cooking in there. Just cooking. And I prayed for my family, for peace. Peace among my family. Because we haven't had peace in a long time, or ever maybe. And so I just prayed for that, and that I can get along with my parents and my brother and my sisters. That's what I prayed for. That's what I've been holding inside and what I really want. And it was emotional. It was really emotional. I, oh yeah, a lot of tears came up and just sobbing and just asking the Creator for help and guidance and oh yeah, and thanking the Creator and thanking Mother Earth and thanking the grandfathers for all that they've given me and the people that I have come across in my life and all that I have, and I'm just grateful to them for all of everything that I can do. But yeah, it was a good ceremony. It was really beautiful and it felt sacred. I brought an offering of tobacco and Damon showed me what to do. You ask the Creator, you for you have a prayer and you take some tobacco and you say your prayer and you throw it in the fire and it burns up. And then I also did it myself too, and oh, and we smoked tobacco at the end, and oh, we drank medicine while we were inside. It was delicious medicine, and oh, I sweat a lot, man. I sweat so much in there, like so much. And then we had a feast at the end. I made hamburger, rice, broccoli, mushrooms. I mixed it all together in a big pot, brought it, and I brought some bowls and some cups and some orange juice and served it up to everyone. The men served to the women first, and then the men eat, serve to themselves and eat. We all ate together, and it was good. And oh, I was feeling really plugged up emotionally these last few days or week. I don't even know. And the ceremony was needed. Originally, it was for a community member, but they didn't even show up. So, oh, but it was still really good, and it was necessary for me. And oh, I think Arlene said she needed it too, and I'm sure everybody else got a lot out of it as well. And it was my first sweat, and Damon, he said he'd been through like more than he can count sweats, so but it's good, like just working through, you know, all the things that get stuck up inside of us, all the emotional stuff that doesn't come out, the spiritual stuff has a place to express it to Mother Earth, to the grandfather rocks, to the helpful. It's helpful inside, you know. I think it helped me a lot. And oh, I still have a headache, but I don't know what that's from. Maybe smoking cigarettes. Because I hadn't smoked in a long time, but I smoked like two today, and I don't know, but I had this headache yesterday too, I think. I don't know, maybe it's the food I've been eating. I don't know. Maybe I gotta go to Costco and get some fish oil or something. I ran out. But yeah, no, this sweat lodge is a beautiful little ceremony. It's it's it's, it's really powerful and sacred. And I learned a lot today just from Damon, and you'll never get rich in a money way doing this kind of stuff, but you'll be wealthy more than you could imagine spiritually and emotionally. Just those grandfathers, they have power to them. They go out and they hear what you're saying, and they hear your prayers, and they'll answer your prayers. Just might not be in the way that you think. Might not be exactly how you planned it, but they'll answer your prayers and they'll help you in the way that you need it. Yeah. Oh. So that's my first sweat lodge ceremony. I really liked it. Oh. Oh. I don't know when I'll do another one, but I would do another one for sure. It was so hot in there the first round. Damon put all 26 men on the first round, and then it was too hot for Halbert, and he wanted to get out, but you can't leave on the first round, so Halbert had to wait a little bit. And he was like, I don't blame him. It was so hot in there. It was like maybe one of the hottest I ever been in, like places. Cause like I cranked my sauna in the basement here. I cranked it. One day I cranked it to 90 degrees Celsius. I think it might have been almost 100, like 95, creeping up on 100. And I went in there and I could only last like 4 minutes, 5 minutes max. And that was hot. I think in that sweat today it was probably around that temperature because it's just hot, 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 hot. I know when you get to 100 degrees, that's when things start to get a little bit iffy because that's the temperature water boils at, and so yeah, I don't know if it can really literally boil your blood, but it might be able to. I know what can happen is it can cook your brain literally and kill off some of your brain or something like that. But that would be probably a bit hotter than just 100. But yeah, no, it wasn't. It was hot, but it wasn't killer hot, like literally killer. But yeah, it was good in there. I just remember crying a lot. I had to get so much out. Like I had to just put my hands up, like this, like in a sign of giving and receiving. And I just had my head low and covered in sweat, and I couldn't tell what was sweat and what was tears and what was. I know there was dripping snot too onto my nose and blew it into the side of my towel, and just the tears were just streaming because I just felt inside like I knew I'd been holding on to a lot of stuff. And I do that a lot because I feel like I have no place to let it out. And just this ceremony was so powerful because it connection directly to the creator, to God. And it's it's with people that you can trust, and it's in a really traditional and sacred setting that's been around for, oh, I don't know, probably been around forever. And just you can let your story be heard, and your story becomes one with the earth, one with the Mother Earth that we all come from, and one with Grandfather Rock, and the Creator, and Mother Earth and Grandfather Rock, they hear it. They hear your prayers. They heard my prayers. They heard me just weeping and letting out all that emotion, letting it flow. And then my story mixes with everybody else, and I take some wisdom from them. They take some pain from me, and I take some pain from them, and they take some wisdom from me, and it just heals. It heals because we're all connected. We're all human. We're all emotional, spiritual. We all come from the earth. We all have the earth to thank for everything. We all have the Creator to thank for everything. And we can just hear each other, and the Creator can hear us too. And this is why it felt so healing to me. It just healed. Just healed, you know. That emotion gets trapped up, and then just, you know, it just goes around and around and around in my brain and my body, and needs to come out. So it came out.